We have a new moon coming. Is that going to signify the Stanley Cup in Tampa Bay?
I certainly think so. I think the stars are favoring the Bolts. So, but not only do we have the new moon on Tuesday, we have the new moon in Gemini, which is the same sign that Mercury has just gone direct in. So, all of the garbage we've gone through the last 3 weeks fades away.
Okay.
And I thought for all 12 signs, they should know where they can actually put things into motion and make them come to be. For Geminis in particular, it's in their first house of their physical being. So they'll physically feel better, psychologically feel better, their communication is restored, they won't be afraid to speak their mind, which is what they really need to do. For Cancers, they need to take a step back. This is the end of their solar year. This new moon signals it's time to do a little bit of introspection, to look over the last year, see what you like, keep that, and the stuff that you want to set to the curb, leave it by the curb. For Leos, it's a time to reach the hopes, wish, goals, and objectives. With the help of two well-placed male friends are going to come to the Leo's aid one way or the other. And these are colleagues, not bosses, but colleagues, co-workers, contemporaries. Give some good news verbally to the Leo, which is what they've been waiting for. For Virgo, 10th house of career and public standings. And Virgos have to understand that they're going to be asked to do two jobs that are really the same thing, and they should do both of those jobs because at the end of 3 weeks or so, it's going to consolidate into one really decent job, which is what the Virgo wants more than anything. For Libra, it's in the 9th house of the law. Legal matters, educational matters, vacations, important matters at a distance all require the Libra in person. And legal matters in particular move off dead center and at least get resolved one way or the other. For Scorpio, the money spending just continues. They have unanticipated expenses. And to Scorpios everywhere, I say, fix it right the first time. Don't cheap out. Don't try and do it halfway, because otherwise it's going to cost you more money at the end. For Sagittarians, they really need to hear what their partners have to say. Sagittarians, partners have something important that they need to hear. And the Sagittarian hasn't really wanted to hear it over the last 3 weeks or so, but they're going to find this week that what their partner is saying is the truth, and they need to go along with it. For Capricorns, it's in their 6th house of work and responsibility. Very, very busy time of year for Capricorns, and they have been duplicating their efforts, and that duplication of efforts comes to an end where they can just go ahead and do it once and get a good result with it. And health information is very good for Capricorns of a dual nature, which I'm not sure what that means, but it's a dual nature. For Aquarians, best time of year to be creative. It really unleashes their creative potential, and they get to really understand the love principle and all of its ramifications, which is very cool for Aquarians. For Pisces, 4th house of home. They need to clean things out at home. They need to straighten things out at home, and they finally at least get the real story about what is going on at home. For Aries, the pace of their day-to-day living picks up to near warp speed, where they've got places to go, people to see, things to do, lots of out and back, short distance, short duration travel, and at least they won't be backtracking the way they've been doing for the last 3 weeks or so. And then for the last sign, Taurus, and Pat's not going to like this, but they get to spend a ton of money. They get to spend a bunch of money. They get to earn more money, but they also get to spend more money on, this time, fun things rather than things they have to spend money on. These are things they really enjoy spending money on. So that's tomorrow's news for the 12 signs of the zodiac. And all I can say is, go Bolts, bring that trophy home. It's been 12 years. It's time.
This is the week we get her done.
We get it done. That's right.
See you next week.
Always a pleasure.